Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play series in Crusader Kings 3 Realms in Exile. We are playing the Servants of the Dark Flame. Last episode we went on a massive conquest spree in the south in both Chelkar and Pezarsan and Harzan. We have a number of holdings that we need to give away. However, I looked at the holdings we're currently having, and most of these are actually duchy capitals. So what we want to do is we want to take away these holdings from the vassals that currently have them, because some of them are still being held by hostile vassals. Before we do that, we do need to wage war against her, him, him, and him. We also still need to take away this chunk of land here. It's been a few minutes since last I played, so I don't remember everything I have done. We're still colonizing in several places. These do need more development and construction. We also need to take this and to colonize in here. We'll see how much of that we manage to get done. Before I start giving away titles, however, we do need to conquer all of these. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna raise my troops, say, here. And we're gonna declare war on all of these. Do you have vassals in here? You do. Let's go with a holy war instead. Really, my own vassals would join against me. Let's see. They would. Excellent. Let's declare war on you. Now with this one. Unfortunately, he neighbors Mordor on both sides. I would have preferred to take all of his land, but it is spread over two kingdoms. So he holds some land in Harondor and some land in Harzan. I think I'm gonna take the one in Harondor because we have Merland. So we want the rest of that duchy. Um, and we'll take Ramland later. So we'll start with that. Um, it is annoying that the vassals join, so let's raise our troops there instead. Am I recording sound? I am recording sound. We'll raise our troops here, and any events, we can sponsor people. No, I'm not paying 2,500 gold for a bow. We can pay 145 for a legendary chest. And you want to forge regalia, I don't particularly care. Decision-wise, we can clear grounds for a legendary building, which includes the watchtower. We'll need to figure that out. We're still holding territory in the north that we want to get rid of. While the army is raising, please leave me a comment, like and subscribe, help me grow my channel. I would appreciate that greatly. You're fabricating there, okay. Yeah, because we have you. Now he holds two duchies, but none of them include these territories here, so let's see if we can take that away. I'm pretty sure this isn't the only problem we had with him, but we'll stop there for now. Let's take away the special troops, we'll keep the siege towers, we'll disband the rest. So, first target, let's get rid of you. We'll take the Dynasty Renown. We can hold Mystical Communion and we can extort our subjects. Let me teach you how it's done. Why take a little when we can take a lot? So we conquer this county there. Let's attack Pezar's son. In regards to this duchy, you are currently holding the duchy title, which is fine. Let's get rid of you as a vassal. We don't want hostile faiths in here. We'll unpause. We're being raided by who? Mordor. Okay. We'll need to tackle Mordor soon, because they're holding lands I care about. Reinforced ceilings in the decaying passage. Let's see. Yeah, so let's get rid of the orcs. This can be turned into a delving. And we actually want to give this away. We have... I've asked this fella to join me, but unfortunately I cannot convert him, so that's not exactly an option. This is obnoxious, so I'm not gonna do anything with him. We can, however, give it to him. So I'm gonna give him the delving. Can I invite you first? Yes, I can. Let's invite him, and then I'm gonna arrange a marriage for him. I don't care about the miniature chest, so return my stuff. Did you come to my court or not? Let's arrange a marriage. Excuse me. She'll do. We can move your troops here. Yep, that's fine. And let's give him the title here. Let's expand in this direction next. And we're gonna leave the ruined hallway for last. In the meantime, we're gonna develop this area here. I want to hold on for the ruined hallway for a bit, on the off chance that I can do the legend for it. We can grab another diplomacy perk. I'm not sure we would benefit from any of this at this point. Let's finish the tree anyway. Let's try to get this for a fair price and see what happens. We paid an arm and a leg for it anyway. Let's siege in the north. We'll accept a hook from an adventurer because it's meaningless. I don't understand how my own vassals can rebel, can attack against me. I'm pretty sure that should be a bug. That shouldn't be happening. So we conquered all of your holdings, and because our vassals are still holding it, because our vassals are still in the war, we don't exactly get to win this, which is obnoxious. Please fight them so we can end this farce. There we go. So he's lost now, and we can give away that duchy. We're gonna intervene here. We can give away this temple, and we can give you the entire duchy now. This is part of your duchy, yeah, yeah. And that means we can create the kingdom of Pezar's son. We're not even close to creating the empire of Harad with, so that's not happening anytime soon. Did we create the crown of Chelkar? We did. What about Haruzan? We did not. Let's create the crown of Haruzan. We are losing money at a rapid pace, even with our marshal reducing the cost. Is that because of our legend? Uh, no, not really. We're not very far off into the legend, so that's gonna take some time. I don't like how much money we're losing. It's probably simply because of the levies we have raised. And because of the holdings, I suspect. Hold on, we can ransom you, can we not? Well, we should be able to, however. Off we go. Prisoners, get them all out, please. This is fine. Losing levies right now is not that important. I'm not sure I recognize this. We'll take the different culture opinion boost. We can take a dynasty perk. What can we take? Vassal limit sounds nice. Together with vassals are less likely to join claimant factions and liberty factions. Plus the general opinion boost would be good. So would domain limit. Dynasty opinion would be good. But I think we're gonna go for the vassal limit here for now. Might as well. We have an extremely high income for renown because of how many duchies and kingdoms are being held by our dynasty. So what we're going to do is we're gonna conquer this land. We got a magnificent chest. That's not bad, actually. We're gonna give that away at some point. Uh, we're gonna conquer these domains. Let's arrange a marriage for you. She'll do. We're gonna conquer these domains, and then we're gonna start removing the vassals that are hostile to us. We're gonna be in a bit of a problem with income and with being over the domain limit. Hopefully we don't get massive problems because of this, but we'll see. You need someone who's strong. You'll do. So there we go, that's our conflict done. How are you for supplies? You have plenty of supplies. We need to give this entire duchy away though. So now we can create this duchy. No, we can steal this duchy, and we can throw in the orc barracks. You are now my vassal, so we're gonna take you out of this list. However, you are not, so we're gonna give you the entire duchy. And now I need to find someone to give this duchy to. Let's Let me pause for a second to find someone to give this duchy to. I'll be right back. So I am paused for a second because I've called in a courtier and I'm arranging some marriages, which is why I allowed some time to pass. This has popped up, so the magnificent chest is gonna gain dreadful, and the marriages should kick in a second here. So we can give him this territory here because we'll be giving him the entire duchy soon. However, we also have his brothers to entertain. All of these are fine. So we're gonna give you this county here. And we have this brother here. We've arranged a marriage for him. We can create this title and we can throw in the orc barracks. And we can give him the entire duchy. As for the rest of the territories, they are the duchy capitals, so I cannot give them away until we get rid of our vassals. We can, however, yeah, same thing here. We can, however, start to get rid of our vassals, which are absolutely annoying. You will not accept, but I don't care. We're gonna go to war over it. Every vassal has joined. That's, well, not every vassal. That's okay. Let's siege the ones that have joined. We desperately need to get rid of these. Traces of summer. No, we're not gonna take the chance. We'll let him do his job slower. graceful aging has started kicking in, which is amazing to see. You know what? Can we take you out as well? Because that will let us get rid of the entire duchy. That worked. Good. So, who's next? Let's come here. The duchy includes the territory in the north, so we're gonna have to wait on that. Unfortunately, the whole conquest in the south created this problem, so we have to solve it. They're actually quite well armed as well. You have more castles. Let's get rid of some more prisoners in here. I do not like the speed at which they're sieging my castles, but there's not a lot I can do. We can try murdering you, however. Let's do that. So this time it worked. Let's see what's happening with key. It did not break. Who is the emperor? This kid. Let's murder the kid as well. We're gonna keep hitting them with assassinations with the hope that the entire thing breaks. It's probably gonna take forever though, but at least they won't be stable. Because they're gonna have multiple successions going on, so let's siege the province in the north now. See it done. I'm gonna look later at who we need to fabricate on. I don't want to look right now. Can you siege faster, please? Because we have quite a lot to conquer. Right, let's see if we can intercept these armies, because that would give us a healthy amount of war score. Ruined hallway has finished building the settlement, but I'm not gonna develop that anytime soon. I cannot build in here because I'm massively over the domain limit, so let's stop developing for now. We want to fix our stuff in our vassal situation. Yeah, we arranged the marriage for you, that's fine. Once we give away all of these lands properly, then we shouldn't have the problem with the colonies anymore. Let's unsiege this. Embassies is next. There we go. No fighting in the family. So, what vassals haven't rebelled? You. Did you rebel? Yes, you have. Let's take away your stuff. We could ransom you for 100 gold. Let's do that. Um, Revoke title. There we go. Nah, you know what? Just renounce your claims, please. You have not rebelled, but you have. So let's revoke your stuff. Come on. Okay, just forget your claims. Thank you. Did you revolt? You did not revolt. But you did, didn't you? Is there anyone I've missed? Is the question. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. However, we now have the entire duchy in the south, I think. And we're gonna give away these holdings. You can stop building. You know what? Let me pause the recording and I'll go through these holdings and see what I can give to whom and how we can administer all of these. I'll be right back. Right, so I found a couple of people. We still need to take away some vassals, but we gave this away to an orc, so we can create the duchy and start the orc barracks things. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. And now we're gonna turn him into a duke. A duke. I think I've already started this building. We have, so we can give you the duchy. There we go. We've also given this away to an orc, and we control the whole duchy, so we'll change this to orc barracks, and we're gonna give you the entire duchy. And what we're left with are the vassals here and here to remove, and to give away this duchy and this duchy, and I think the rest of them are clean. Pretty sure. So let's remove you. You will not accept and I don't care. We'll siege you. I've also revoked a Holy Order lease. You are both acting like petulant children. You're gonna go to war with me over that. That's fine. You joined my court. Let's pin you. We need to marry you. She will do. The reason I called him in was simply to arrange a marriage, but we're probably gonna give him the Duchy of Amrun. This is probably going to fail, but let's try it. That's the end of that war. You have money though. I don't care about the money. Let's enforce the demand. We'll take away your stuff. Can we? No, because it's under siege. Okay. So now we can take away your stuff. Can we ransom you? Yeah, we can ransom you for a good deal. You don't have anything else. Let's create the duchy. And we'll replace this building with orc barracks and we'll give it to him. And that leaves us with you, Monsignor. And you're gonna go to war with us over it, but that's okay. And we're just about done with cleaning up the mess in here. And we're probably going to attack Mordor next. Can you intercept that army, please? Thank you. Agent removed from scheme. That's not good. You may join the scheme. My culture has discovered something. And you're now going through court officials. Court officials is fine. Ah, you found scutage. Scutage. I'm not sure how to say that. And other than that, we have everything except banking and a few more here. So we're almost done with the research as well. It's not gonna take much longer to get the rest. So there we go, we can revoke your title now. We could ransom you for some serious money, but I think it's best if we make you renounce your claims, considering the amount of claims you have. We can give away this temple. We can create the duchy and replace the duchy building with orc barracks. And now we can give that away to you. And now our holdings should be fine. It's gonna take a moment for things to settle, but they should be fine. Of course, we have rebellions though, and they're not gonna have the necessary troops to deal with this, I don't think. Oh, you might. You do. You don't. We might have to join these rebellions, and I expect more rebellions are gonna happen soon. Why are we losing so much money is the question. Right, this needs to be settled as well. But at least my legend is spreading. So let's ask you to spread my legend. And we'll ask you as well. We still can't build because the game hasn't settled these yet. I do want to give these away now. So I'm gonna have to withdraw these vassals. Let's see if we can. He will accept. Who are you married to? I don't particularly care. Let's revoke your title. You will accept. And let's revoke your title as well. And you will accept. So now we can give away this duchy to someone else. Let me pause for a moment and I'm gonna find someone to give it to. I don't think we need to maintain these anymore. No, we do not. So let me pause, I'll be right back. So here we are. I'm gonna build the orc barracks, which I've never built here, and I'm gonna give him the entire thing. He's probably not gonna be able to hold all of it. No, he can. He can absolutely hold all of it. We're gonna wait a second for the holdings to recover their stuff. In the meantime, I'm gonna raise my army here and I'm gonna start clearing out these rebellions because they're getting on my nerves. This should do. Get in here, please. No, I don't want him to become my vassal. Let's trick them. And that was in the decaying passage. We can now build, which is what we wanted. So now we can safely develop this. No, we're not even gonna stop the siege, just intercept the rest of them. Oh, there we go, we captured the leader of the revolt. We can now disband the army. We have more revolts to join in here. Because of course we do. That will do, I think. That one's done. Let's join yours. And is there more revolts anywhere here? Not really. That's interesting. So Key is still holding one chunk of that. That's okay. We can deal with that later. We still need to conquer this. And what's your revolt here? This is a fight between vassals. I'm not gonna interfere in that. Right, we can now start to withdraw some of these vassals here. I'm gonna take away your land, I think. So let's revoke this. And apparently we don't have claims on everything, so let's fabricate on that. On the Chamber of Awakening. Let's see if he rebels or not. He might. He did not, which is what we wanted. We'll let that finish building, that's fine. Titles can be created. Oh, that's interesting. And who are you at war with? With this duke. No, 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 no. You're not gonna be at war with that duke. You're gonna be at war with me. I do not want this duke to keep expanding. So we're going to declare war on you. And who holds these? You do. That's a problem, isn't it? Yes, it is. You know what? Instead of fabricating there, we're gonna fabricate here. Give me my siege weapons, please. And siege this. We want to give this we want to give him the duchy title to him, which is why we're declaring this war. There we go. We can get rid of this dwarf. So where is the duchy capital? It's up north, that's fine. Congratulations, you are now a duke. If I can find it, there you are. We will we will attack for this now. I had enough of seeing him here. Where should we raise our troops? Let's raise them here. We have accomplished forger here. He has quite an army for just a duke. Let's start sieging. How are the colonies? You're doing fine there. Yeah, I'm a very pious soul. want to declare war for the war camp of Siakan. Okay. Um, we haven't raised all of our soldiers, and you're declaring war for that. No, we're gonna fight you for it. We still have prisoners. Let's get rid of as many as we can. Go away with your board game. I'm not interested. That's our building done in here. And since we no longer fear the Balrog, we can now continue with the building of our, with the development of our holdings. It's gonna cost us a bit. Durin's Hall should be developed as well. So let's start with slave mines. Do we have other holdings that could use some development? We do. Why can't I? Ah, I need to upgrade the castle. Okay. And Dol Guldur as well. I'm actually not sure where we have every holding imaginable, so ah yes, we kept the throne of Erebor. Let's upgrade the mines of Erebor here. It's gonna cost a fair penny, but it would be important. Can you continue sieging? Thank you. March in here, beat the hell out of that army, please. So, what troops did you call in? 70,000. That's manageable with our current army setup. We are going to destroy that banner, I think. And seeing as we're here, we might as well join your war. And there's key. March in here and beat key. We can finish this war. So we finished this war, and you're holding all of these titles. However, we can create the duchy, which has a capital here. Unfortunately, you have tax offices already built, and for some reason you're keeping human vassals, which is annoying, I'm not gonna lie. The rest of them look fine. Minus the Holy Order in Eldaruk. We're gonna have to remember that because we cannot revoke it while we're at war. Let's arrange this marriage, that's fine. And you are going to get the rest of this duchy now. If we can find it. Which means we can now give away this kingdom. Because we do have the Empire title. And you would be the king. Of Lower Khand. So we just got rid of all of those titles. Let's continue defending against Key though. Intercept please. And let's see if we win. We are. Bustling colony has been built in the Mossy Redoubt. Let's wait for the development. And we have loot huts where? In Orktown, which is here. Let's continue developing this. Let's siege, and we have, I don't even know where this is, a barony. Ah, okay. Let's continue building the slave mines here. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose supplies fast in the desert. Our orcs are not exactly desert fighters, which is why we don't really want to continue conflicts in this area. We want to finalize them as quickly as possible. You're increasing that, but if we do focus on goal, we can do faster scheme length, which is gonna help us. You need someone strong and intelligent. You'll do. There's the ransom house in Orktown. There goes another 1,000 of my gold. Right, you're actually quite well developed. Let's see if we can siege this, and let's see who else we can get rid of in here. Did you increase the number of troops? You have. I was afraid of that. Fortress in Arad Hind. So that means we can finally start to increase the rest of these buildings. And oh boy, are they expensive. But we'll build them. Orktown has finished building as well. Let's continue with the hunting outposts. Can you siege faster, please? Thank you. Now come in here and intercept these armies. Yes, we do want that. And you want to give me a blooded blade. I don't care about your blooded blade. So, we fabricated on this land. Can we get it without you declaring war on me? Yes, we can. Excellent. So now we can give this to you, because it is part of your duchy. And we can build you a orc barracks. So, what land do you still hold? That one. Can we fabricate on you? We already fabricated on that. So let's remove your holding here. And now we can fabricate somewhere else. We can also give you East Bite, which is actually your vassal. Do you hold anything else? You do not. So let's give you East Bite, because it's your vassal. I completely forgot to do that. And we only need to take away this one from him after this, so we can fabricate on other places now. We can fabricate here. You finished building, so let's finalize that one. Back to our fight though. Ah, yes. We took away that from you, so let's give it to its rightful This is part of your duchy, yeah? Yeah. So let's give it to you. And as soon as we take care of this and the adjacent territories, we can turn him into a king. For now, however, let's continue the fight. How are we doing for time? We're getting close to the hour. Can we unsiege your stuff? And can we raise the rest of our military because he's increasing the military size? We're gonna need someone to hold this. We have a building done in Orktown, which builds extremely fast actually. And how is our legend doing? Let's have a look at that. Unfortunately, it's not spreading quite as fast as I wished it to. Are you not spreading my stuff? You are. What about you? Are you spreading it? You're already spreading it. Let's ask you as well. Where do you have a castle here? This is the one that's fortified. Let's siege that. I will oversee the building of the colony. How are our colonies doing? You can be turned into a delving, which is what we wanted. I'm gonna give you the building, the delving. Decaying passage is building. Let's upgrade the decaying passage. Develop, I should say. And let's colonize this now. We want to colonize all of Moria, basically. And then we'll move on to the other colonies in the east. So that's our territory sieged now. Let's see. We're gonna come around and we're gonna bring the rest of this army here. I'm not gonna recruit all of it, and the special troops can be disbanded. Let's unite these armies. Who are you? War Chief Sharky. What is your contract? Your contract is fine. Right, let's arrange your marriage. Orktown has finished building some more. So let's continue to upgrade that, and we have Arad Hrind has built the logging outposts. The upgrade costs 2,000. My God, that's expensive. We'll build it though. And now we can come around and siege in this county here. Sure, we'll turn him into a friend. So you're trying to kill me. Okay. How are we on that anyway? We're good. It's never gonna succeed. But this one might. But 0% secrecy, so that we should be good on that. Right, you need to siege that now. We seized a plaque. I don't want to hold any plaques. And we finished diplomat. I suppose I could go for patriarch, but I don't really see the point. None of these would actually help me all that much. Oh no, the legend spread chance would be good actually. So let's go for the legend spread chance. That 25% would not hurt. I'm pretty sure there's better ones in the wandering thing, if I remember correctly. I might not. 25% there. Not entirely better, but we'll continue down that path. Congratulations, you've managed to besiege my stuff, but I'm gonna break away your stuff in a moment. Let's fight them, because I've had enough of seeing them spread all over the place. We'll adopt another dynasty legacy, so we now have a higher vassal limit, short reign duration, court grandeur bonus, and vassals are less likely to rebel. Yes, bring your troops in piecemeal, so we can tear them apart piecemeal. You absolute idiot. No, intercept that, please. We'll pay the ransom to get you out of jail. We'll hold a mystical communion. We'll extort subjects. Let's get rid of all these victory notices. Everyone will pay, and now you can marry. And we now have whole of body, which is what we wanted. This fight has been going on forever. Good, we finally won. Let's siege this castle here. Lonely towns have been built in the decaying passage. We can upgrade this. You can stay the way you are. We did finish you in Arad Hind. Can we build anything else in here for income? We can. Let's go with the raiding camps. And what about the throne of Erebor? We have finished the grand foundries, so let's upgrade this yet again for yet more income. And I think it would be worth checking these. So let's upgrade you. We may as well start on the furnaces, because that gives money as well. Same goes for this. We're losing money fast, partly because of our army is raised, partly because we're spreading legends, partly because we're building en masse. But we have quite a reserve, so I'm not entirely worried here. And considering we're about to... Yeah, that's fine. Considering we're about to impose a victory on him, he should pay us 28,000. So yeah, I'm not gonna be very worried about the money. It is nice that the Empire of Key is contributing to our war coffers. Thank you very much, Key, that's appreciated. That's fine. You know what? Unsiege my stuff. Makeshift shelters in Arad Hrind. I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the end of the episode here. How are we for time? Yeah, we're well past the hour. Let's see if we can finish this conflict before I finalize the episode. Marriage is fine. That's a waste of gold. Don't waste my time. And there we go. We finalize this. He owes us tons of money. And we can actually assassinate you as well, I think. So let's see. Who is now the emperor? Some child. Well, this should end well for Key. We'll continue with our assassination program. What should we call this this assassination program? You know, we're not gonna call it the CIA or anything, but Servants of the Dark Flame. So we will call it the SDFA. So we'll A for assassinations. We'll continue the SDFAs on Key. We have conquered much of what we wanted to conquer. We do need to start attacking Mordor. This is no longer part of the United Kingdom. Well, that's nice, because that means we can finalize that territory as well. But I'm gonna end the episode here. Again, please do leave a comment, like, subscribe if you're enjoying my content. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.